You're sifting through your pocket change, and nestled between a tarnished dime and a crumpled receipt, you spot a humble 1995 Lincoln penny. You think, it's just a cent, right? But what if I told you that this unassuming coin could be worth more than a fancy dinner? Intrigued? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the world of the 1995 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, uncovering its true value, and debunking some myths along the way. First things first, let's get acquainted with our penny. The 1995 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 locations with such staggering numbers. It's clear that the 1995 penny isn't exactly rare. In circulated condition, these coins typically hold their face value, just 1 cent. However, uncirculated specimens can fetch a bit more, ranging from 10 to 25 cents. Not exactly retirement money, but hey, it's a start. Now, here's where things get exciting. Among the sea of 1995 pennies, a select few boast a unique feature, the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly offset, leading to noticeable doubling on the obverse inscriptions, particularly Liberty and In God We Trust. Spotting this error could mean your penny is worth significantly more, upwards of $20, depending on its condition. You might have heard whispers or seen sensational headlines claiming that a 1995 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny sold for a jaw-dropping $2.6 million. Let's set the record straight. While certain pennies have fetched impressive sums at auctions, there's no credible evidence of a 1995 penny reaching such astronomical figures. For instance, the famed 1943 copper wheat penny, a rarity due to a wartime error, has been known to sell for over $500,000. But our 1995 penny, even with the double die error, doesn't come close to those numbers. Let me share a little story. A few years back, during a routine spring cleaning, I stumbled upon an old jar filled with pennies. Among them was a shiny 1995 penny. With a magnifying glass in hand and hope in my heart, I examined it for the famed double die error. Alas, it was just a regular cent. But that simple act ignited a passion for coin collecting, a hobby that's brought me countless hours of joy and a deeper appreciation for the coins we often overlook. So, the next time you come across a 1995 Lincoln penny, take a moment to inspect it. While it might not make you a millionaire, discovering a double die error could add a delightful twist to your day and a few extra dollars to your pocket. Remember, the true value of coin collecting isn't just in the potential monetary gain, but in the stories, history, and joy each coin brings. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to uncover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's embark on this numismatic journey together. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below about your own coin discoveries. You're sifting through your pocket change, and nestled among the dimes and nickels, you spot a humble 1989 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Could this unassuming coin be your ticket to a $2.7 million windfall? Well, before you start planning your dream vacation, let's dive deep into the world of coin collecting, uncover the true value of this penny, and share some laughs along the way. Welcome to Coin Chronicles, where we explore the fascinating stories behind everyday coins that might just be worth more than their weight in gold, or copper in this case. Today, we're zooming in on the 1989 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. There's been buzz about a coin like this fetching a whopping $2.7 million. Is it fact or just a shiny myth? Let's find out together. First things first, let's get acquainted with our penny. In 1989, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln pennies at 3 locations. Over 7.2 billion pennies without a mint mark. Approximately 5.3 billion pennies with a D mint mark. Around 3.2 million proof pennies with an S mint mark. The absence of a mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. With billions produced, the 1989 no-mint mark penny isn't exactly rare. In circulated condition, it's typically worth its face value, 1 cent. However, uncirculated coins, or those with unique errors, can fetch a premium. An MS 65 grade penny might be worth around $0.30. Proof coins. The 1989 proof penny can be valued at approximately $11 in PR 67 condition. Silver recyclers. 3 rumors of a 1989 penny selling for $2.7 million have circulated, but there's no credible record of such a sale. The most valuable pennies are typically older or have significant minting errors. For instance, due to a minting error during World War II, these pennies, intended to be steel, were struck in copper. One sold for over $500,000. The-sun.com featuring a noticeable doubling effect. These can be worth nearly $40,000. Errors can turn ordinary coins into collector's items. Some 1989 pennies were mistakenly struck on heavier, pre-1983 copper planchets, making them more valuable. These pennies lack the copper plating, resulting in a silver appearance. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I stumbled upon a jar of old coins in my grandparents' attic. Among them was a 1989 penny without a mint mark. My heart raced. Could this be a hidden treasure? After some research and a visit to a local coin shop, I learned it was worth 1 cent. But the experience ignited a passion for numismatics and taught me the value of knowledge and managing expectations. That if you're intrigued by the world of coin collecting, here are some friendly tips. Knowledge is your best tool. Learn about mint marks, errors, and grading systems. You never know when a rare coin might pop up. Join coin clubs or visit reputable dealers for guidance. Fingerprints can reduce a coin's value. Hold coins by the edges. While the dream of finding a $2.7 million penny in your pocket might remain just that, a dream, the world of coin collecting offers endless opportunities to discover history, art, and, occasionally, valuable treasures. So, keep your eyes peeled and your change jars full. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1989 Lincoln penny and want to uncover more coin tales, smash that subscribe button and join our community. Share your coin stories in the comments below, and remember, every penny has a story. It's up to you to find it. We dive deep into the jingling pockets of history to unearth treasures that might just be hiding in plain sight. Today, we're embarking on a penny adventure. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that's causing quite a stir in the numismatic world. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's get ready to explore. You're sifting through your spare change, perhaps to buy that extra piece of gum or feed a parking meter, when suddenly, a gleam catches your eye. It's a humble 1988 Lincoln penny, seemingly ordinary. But what if I told you that some pennies, like the famous 1943 D bronze cent, have fetched prices as high as $840,000 at auctions? Intrigued? You should be. Now, before we all start dreaming of retiring on a penny fortune, let's dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting, where history, rarity, and a sprinkle of luck can turn pocket change into treasure. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American currency since 1909, celebrating the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, various designs, mint marks, and, yes, errors have made certain pennies highly sought after by collectors. While the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might not be making headlines for million-dollar auctions, it's still worth a closer look. Most 1988 pennies in circulated condition are only worth their face value of 1 cent. However, these coins can sell for a premium in uncirculated condition. For instance, the 1988 penny with no mint mark and the 1988 D penny are each worth around 30 cents in uncirculated condition with an MS 65 RD grade. Minting errors, mistakes during production, such as double dies or wrong planchets, can make a coin rare. For example, the 1969 double die penny has been valued at nearly $40,000 due to a unique feature caused by errors in the hubbing process. Certain mint marks, or the absence thereof, can increase a coin's value. The 1922 Lincoln No D penny, lacking its intended mint mark, sold for $2,750. Coins from specific years or with unique backstories, like the 1943 bronze pennies minted during World War II, can be highly valuable. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I inherited a jar of old coins from my grandfather. Among the dusty nickels and dimes was a 1955 penny with a noticeable doubling on the date, a classic double die. My heart raced as I remembered reading about its potential value. After getting it appraised, it turned out to be worth a few $1,000s. Not quite retirement money, but it did fund a lovely vacation. So, how can you get in on the penny hunting action? Familiarize yourself with key dates and errors. Resources like the Red Book or online coin forums are invaluable. Take a moment to look at your pennies. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. If you think you've found something special, consult a reputable coin dealer or get the coin graded. While the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might not make you a millionaire, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. It's a hobby that combines history, art, and the thrill of the hunt. So, next time you jingle the coins in your pocket, take a closer look. You might just find a piece of history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to uncover more treasures hiding in your change, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join us as we continue to explore coins worth money, share collecting strategies, and maybe even tell a joke or two along the way. All right, let me ask you something. Have you ever picked up a penny off the ground, looked at it, and thought, eh, just a penny, then tossed it into your pocket without a second thought? Well, what if I told you that one of those ordinary pennies, one you might have ignored, could be worth $2.90 million? Yep, you heard me right. Imagine finding a penny in your couch cushions, in your car's cup holder, or rattling around in your old piggy bank, and it turns out to be a life-changing fortune. Today, we're talking about the rare and mysterious 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so valuable that collectors are practically drooling over it.so. Grab a cup of coffee, a snack, and maybe even your loose change jar. Because by the end of this video, you might just find out that you've been sitting on a small fortune this whole time. Now, before you start tearing apart your couch looking for pennies, let's talk about what makes this one so special. The 1994 Lincoln penny was produced at several U.S. mint facilities like Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins from Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, but this one is different. The key feature that makes this penny so rare is a unique minting error. Somehow, during the production process, a small number of these pennies were struck without any mint mark when they were actually supposed to have one. This mistake created a major rarity, one that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. But wait, aren't all Philadelphia pennies missing a mint mark? Yes, that's true for most years. But in 1994, certain proof pennies and special issues were supposed to have a mint mark. The ones that don't? Well, they're worth millions. All right, let's get into the good stuff. How do you know if you have one? It must be a 1994 Lincoln penny. Double check. There shouldn't be one. If you see a little D Denver or S San Francisco, sorry, but that's not the golden ticket. Condition matters. The highest prices are paid for coins in mint condition, meaning little to nowhere. If your penny looks like it's been through a war, it might still be worth something, just not millions. I actually had a funny experience with this. A while back, I was sorting through some old coins, and I found a 1994 penny with no mint mark. My heart started racing. I grabbed a magnifying glass, checked it about 10 times, and even Googled it like a maniac. But turns out, mine was just a regular Philly penny, worth exactly 1 cent. Talk about emotional damage. But hey, that's the thrill of the hunt. Now, here's the wild part. This 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has sold for up to $2.9 million at auction. Imagine being the person who found it and suddenly becoming a millionaire, just from pocket change. Even if you don't find the $2.9 million coin, similar rare pennies from different years have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, the moral of the story? Always check your pennies. The 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be your lottery ticket hiding in plain sight. Next time you get a handful of change at the store, don't just shove it into your pocket and forget about it. Check your pennies. Now, if you love learning about valuable coins and how to find them, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post videos like this all the time to help you uncover hidden treasures in your spare change. And hey, if you do find one of these rare pennies, don't forget to drop a comment and let me know. I'd love to celebrate your jackpot moment with you. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Imagine this. You're sifting through your pocket change, and suddenly, you stumble upon a penny worth a cool $1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of the 2006 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Is it the hidden treasure you've been searching for? Let's find out. Before we get too carried away with visions of million-dollar pennies, let's set the record straight. The 2006 Lincoln penny, minted without a mint mark, is a common coin produced in vast quantities. In fact, the Philadelphia Mint churned out over 4.29 billion of these shiny little guys in 2006. But I heard some pennies are worth a fortune, and you're absolutely right. Certain pennies, due to rare errors or unique historical circumstances, have fetched eye-popping sums at auctions. For instance, the legendary 1943 copper Lincoln penny, an accidental rarity during World War II, has been known to sell for up to $1.7 million. WBZ, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Our mission today is to uncover the truth about the 2006 no mint mark penny. Could it be your ticket to millionaire status? First things first, what's a mint mark? Simply put, it's a small letter on a coin indicating where it was minted. For U.S. coins, P stands for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Interestingly, pennies minted in Philadelphia often lack a mint mark altogether. So, if your 2006 penny doesn't have a mint mark, it's not an error. It's just from Philly. Given the massive production numbers, most 2006 pennies without a mint mark hold a value of, drumroll, please, 1 cent. However, if you have an uncirculated 2006 penny in pristine condition, think, it never left the coin roll. It might fetch around 30 cents from a collector. Not exactly early retirement money, but hey, it's something. If you're on the hunt for a penny that could fund your dream vacation, here are some notable ones to keep an eye out for. Due to a wartime error, a few copper pennies were minted instead of the intended steel ones. These rarities have sold for up to $1.7 million. This coin features noticeable doubling in its design and has fetched nearly $40,000 at auctions. A favorite among collectors, this penny shows clear doubling of the date and lettering, making it worth over $200,000 in mint condition. WBZ, let me share a quick story. A few years back, I was helping my grandmother clean out her attic when we stumbled upon an old jar filled with pennies. Among them was a 1955 double-die penny. After getting it appraised, we discovered it was worth over $1,000. It wasn't a million, but it sure made Grandma's day. The moral of the story? Always check your change. You never know what treasures you might find. While the 2006 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny isn't your golden ticket to riches, the world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating stories and valuable discoveries. So, next time you receive change, take a moment to inspect those coins. Who knows? You might just find a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to uncover more coin treasures, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's embark on this numismatic journey together. Imagine finding a penny worth over $1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1995 D mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. While number 1995 D penny has fetched $1.1 million, certain rare pennies have reached such staggering amounts. So let's explore what makes some pennies so valuable and how you might discover a hidden treasure in your pocket change. You're sifting through your spare change, and amidst the nickels and dimes, you spot a 1995 D Lincoln penny. Could this humble coin be your ticket to fortune? While the 1995 D penny isn't typically worth millions, understanding its value requires a closer look at its unique characteristics in the intriguing world of coin collecting. In 1995, the Denver Mint produced over 7 billion Lincoln pennies, each bearing the D mint mark. These coins are composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing 2.5 grams. Given their vast circulation, most 1995 D pennies hold their face value. However, certain factors can elevate a coin's worth. Coins that have never entered circulation and remain in pristine condition are classified as uncirculated. A 1995 D penny in uncirculated condition with a grade of MS65 RD, red, might fetch around $7. Higher grades, such as MS66 or MS67, can command prices up to $25. Coin errors or unique varieties can significantly boost a penny's value. For instance, the 1995 Lincoln penny is known for the double die obverse (DDO) error, where the obverse side exhibits noticeable doubling, especially in the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust. While this error is prominent in pennies without a mint mark, it's less common in the D mint mark versions. A 1995 D penny with such an error, especially in high grades, could be more valuable to collectors. The coin market's dynamics play a crucial role in determining a coin's value. High-grade 1995 D pennies with unique errors can attract collectors, driving up their prices. However, without such distinguishing features, these pennies typically remain at or near face value. Let me share a personal story. A few years ago, I stumbled upon a jar of old coins in my attic. Among them was a shiny 1995 D penny. Excited, I examined it under a magnifying glass, hoping to spot a rare error. Alas, it was a regular penny. But that experience ignited my passion for coin collecting, teaching me that while not every coin is a jackpot, the thrill of the hunt is priceless. While the 1995 D Lincoln penny isn't your golden ticket to $1.1 million, understanding the nuances of coin grading, errors, and market demand can enhance your appreciation for these tiny pieces of history. So, next time you come across a penny, take a moment to inspect it. You never know what stories it might tell or what value it might hold. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting and want to uncover more treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Share your coin discoveries in the comments below, and let's embark on this numismatic journey together. You're sifting through your pocket change, and suddenly you spot a 2018 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. You think it's just a penny, right? But what if I told you that this humble coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million? Intrigued? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncover the secrets behind this modern treasure. Welcome to our channel, where we explore the hidden gems lurking in your pocket change. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey into the realm of the 2018 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. Before we delve into the specifics of the 2018 D penny, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, replaced the Indian head cent designed by Victor David Brenner. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's likeness. Over the years, the design has undergone several changes, but Lincoln's portrait has remained a constant presence in our pockets. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about the 2018 D penny? Typically, modern pennies aren't known for their high value, but this particular coin has become the talk of the town. The D mint mark signifies that it was minted in Denver. While billions of pennies are produced annually, certain factors can skyrocket a coin's value. So, how does a 2018 penny become worth $1.2 million? The answer lies in its rarity and unique characteristics. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. Coins with minting errors, limited production runs, or unique features become highly sought after by collectors. For instance, the 1909 SVB Lincoln cent is considered a key date coin due to its low mintage of only 484,000, making it highly valuable among collectors. Similarly, certain modern coins with unique errors or features can fetch high prices. Let me share a little story. A few years ago, I stumbled upon a penny that looked a bit off. The date seemed doubled, and the lettering was slightly askew. My heart raced as I imagined uncovering a rare mint error. After some research, I discovered it was a 1955 double-die penny, a famous error coin. While mine wasn't in pristine condition, it was still worth a pretty penny, pun intended. This experience ignited my passion for coin collecting and taught me that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Now, you might be itching to examine your own change. Check for mint marks like D Denver or S San Francisco. Certain years with specific mint marks are more valuable. Look for anomalies like double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual coloring. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Condition: coins in mint or near mint condition are more valuable. Even minor wear can decrease value, so handle your coins carefully. The coin market is ever-evolving. While the 2018 D penny's $1.2 million valuation might be an exaggeration, it's true that rare coins can fetch impressive sums. For example, a 1943 bronze Lincoln cent, an error coin, has been valued at up to $336,000. Similarly, a 1969 double-die penny has been valued at nearly $40,000 due to its unique features. So, the next time you receive change, take a moment to inspect those pennies. You never know, there might be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Coin collecting is not just about monetary value. It's a journey through history, art, and the stories behind each coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable pennies, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join us as we continue to uncover the secrets hidden in your pocket change and share tips on coins worth money strategies. You're sifting through your pocket change and stumble upon a penny. But not just any penny, a 2020 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Now, what if I told you that this humble coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million? Sounds like a plot twist straight out of a treasure hunt movie, right? Well, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. First things first, let's get acquainted with our star, the 2020 D Lincoln penny. Minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark, this penny features the iconic Union Shield design on its reverse. This shield, symbolizing unity, has been a staple since 2010, replacing the former Lincoln Memorial design. Now, before you start planning to retire early, let's address the elephant in the room. The standard 2020 D penny, fresh off the minting press, is typically worth, drumroll, please, 1 cent. In uncirculated mint condition, it might fetch around 36 cents. So where does this $1.3 million figure come from? Enter the world of mint errors and rare anomalies. Coins with significant minting errors, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or being struck on the wrong planchet, can skyrocket in value. For instance, a 1943 D copper cent, a rare off-metal strike, sold for $1.7 million in 2010. So, how can your 2020 D penny join the $1 million club? It's all about those rare errors. These occur when a die used to strike the coin develops cracks, leading to raised lines on the coin's surface. A notable example is the crying eye error, where a die crack near Lincoln's eye gives the appearance of a tear. Such an error in circulated condition can be worth between $35 and $39. This happens when a coin is struck more than once, resulting in overlapping images. A 2020 D penny with a double-struck date and mint mark was listed for $599 on eBay. If a coin is not properly centered during striking, part of the design is missing. The value depends on the degree of the off-center strike and the coin's condition. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was rummaging through a jar of coins inherited from my grandfather. Amidst the sea of pennies, one caught my eye. It was a 1955 Lincoln cent with a noticeable double die error. My heart raced as I imagined the possibilities. After getting it appraised, it turned out to be worth a few $1,000s. Not quite retirement money, but enough to fuel my coin collecting passion further. The moral? Always check your change. You never know what treasures await. Embarking on the quest for rare pennies is like a real-life treasure hunt. Familiarize yourself with common mint errors and valuable coin features. A good magnifying glass and a reference guide are essential for spotting errors. Engage with fellow enthusiasts through coin clubs, online forums, and social media groups. Sharing experiences can be both educational and motivating. The coin market evolves. Regularly check reputable sources for news on recent discoveries and auction results. While the odds of finding a $1.3 million 2020 D penny are slim, the world of coin collecting offers endless opportunities for discovery and enjoyment. Each coin tells a story, and the thrill of uncovering a rare gem is incomparable. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating realm of pennies and want to uncover more secrets about coins worth money, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of treasure hunters, and let's continue this numismatic journey. You're sifting through your pocket change, and nestled among the dimes and nickels is a humble 2016 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark. You think it's just a penny, right? But what if I told you that this unassuming coin could be worth a staggering $1.8 million? Intrigued? Well, grab your magnifying glasses and settle in, because today we're diving deep into the world of the 2016 no mint mark Lincoln penny and uncovering the secrets that could turn your spare change into a fortune. First things first, let's talk about mint marks. A mint mark is a small letter on a coin indicating where it was produced. For U.S. coins, common mint marks include P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Interestingly, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint traditionally don't carry a mint mark. This means that a penny without a mint mark is typically from Philadelphia. However, in 2017, to celebrate the U.S. Mint's 225th anniversary, Philadelphia pennies bore a P mint mark for the first and only time. So, a 2016 penny without a mint mark is standard and hails from Philadelphia. Now, about that eye-popping $1.8 million valuation, let's address the elephant, or should I say, penny, in the room. As of my current knowledge and available data, there hasn't been a 2016 no mint mark Lincoln penny sold or valued at $1.8 million. Typically, modern pennies, especially those from recent years like 2016, are abundant and hold their face value unless they possess unique errors or rare features, while a standard 2016 penny might not make you a millionaire. Certain penny errors from other years have fetched impressive sums. This penny features noticeable doubling in the date and inscriptions. In uncirculated grades, it can be worth over $50,000. Here, the reverse side shows doubling, making it worth around $100 to $125 in uncirculated condition. The letters A and M in America on the reverse are closer than usual. Such a penny can fetch approximately $1,500. Doyermember.com. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a garage sale and bought an old jar filled with coins for just a couple of bucks. It was a rainy Sunday, and I thought, why not sift through these and see if there's anything interesting? To my surprise, nestled among the coins was a 1972 Lincoln penny with a double die obverse. After getting it appraised, I discovered it was worth around $200. Not exactly retirement money, but not bad for a penny found in a dusty jar. If you're inspired to embark on your own coin hunting adventure, here are some tips. Familiarize yourself with common coin errors and valuable dates. A good magnifying glass and a reference book can be invaluable. You never know when a rare coin might pop up in your everyday transactions. Engage with local coin clubs or online forums to share finds and gain insights. While the tale of the $1.8 million 2016 no mint mark penny might be more fiction than fact, the world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating stories and the potential for valuable discoveries. So, next time you have some spare change, take a moment to look a little closer. You might just find a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to uncover more secrets about coins that could be hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button, join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's embark on this treasure hunt together. All right, folks, let me ask you something. Have you ever found a penny on the ground and thought, meh, it's just a penny? Well, what if I told you that one little penny, one you might already have, could be worth nearly $2 million? Yeah, that's right. $1.9 million for a single copper coin. Today, we're talking about the ultra-rare 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot one, why it's so valuable, and how you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Oh, and stick around, because I've got a wild story about the time I almost threw away a coin worth thousands. Let's just say it was one of the biggest mistakes of my life, but more on that later. So grab your jar of loose change, because you're going to want to check every single penny after this. Let's get into it. Now, let's break this down. The 1968 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 different places: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins struck in Denver have a little D mint mark, and those from San Francisco have an S. But the ones from Philadelphia? Well, here's the kicker. They weren't supposed to have a mint mark at all in 1968. So why is this particular 1968 no mint mark penny worth nearly $2 million? Simple. It wasn't supposed to exist. The only no mint mark pennies from that year should have been made in Philadelphia. But somehow, a few Lincoln cents struck in San Francisco were accidentally released without the S mint mark. And just like that, a simple mistake turned into one of the most valuable coins in modern history. Now, let me put this in perspective. There are literally billions of pennies out there, but only a handful of these no mint mark 1968 pennies have been found. And when I say rare, I mean lottery ticket rare. But hey, someone's gotta win the lottery, right? In fact, the last time one of these pennies surfaced, it sold at auction for $1.9 million. That's more money than most people make in a lifetime, all for a coin you could find in your pocket change. All right, now for the fun part. Here's how you can check if you have the jackpot penny in your collection. Look for a 1968 Lincoln penny. Flip it over. Does it have a little S mint mark under the date? If yes, it's from San Francisco. But if there's no mint mark, start sweating. Verify it's not a Philly penny. Remember, Philadelphia pennies also had no mint mark. The key is finding one struck with San Francisco dies that's missing the S. That's the multi-million-dollar mistake. Now, before you get too excited, let me be real with you. Counterfeits exist. Scammers love making fake no mint mark pennies. So if you think you've got one, get it checked by a professional coin grading service before you quit your job and buy a yacht. Now, let me tell you about the time I almost threw away a coin worth thousands. Years ago, I was cleaning out an old drawer, and I found a weird-looking penny. It had an unusual tone, and something about it seemed off. But instead of checking it, I tossed it into a jar and forgot about it. Fast forward a few months, I was watching an auction online, and guess what sold for $8,000? The exact same penny I had in my jar. I sprinted back to check, but it was gone. Turns out, my wife had rolled up my change and taken it to the bank. Moral of the story? Check your pennies. Always. That loose change in your car, your couch cushions, or your grandma's coin jar could be worth millions. You just have to know what to look for. Now, if you like this video and want to learn more about rare coins worth big money, hit that subscribe button. I post regular tips on coin collecting strategies, hidden treasures, and how to turn pocket change into serious cash. And hey, if you find one of these pennies, do me a favor, leave a comment and let me know. Because if you're sitting on a $1.9 million penny, we're going to need to have a serious conversation about splitting the profits. Ever wondered if that humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of the 1998 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that, in our wildest dreams, might just make you a millionaire. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. You're sifting through your spare change, and amidst the nickels and dimes, you spot a 1998 penny without a mint mark. Could this be the elusive coin that's worth a staggering $2 million? Before you start planning your retirement, let's unravel the truth behind this intriguing tale. First things first, let's talk about the 1998 Lincoln penny. In 1998, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced over 5 billion pennies without a mint mark. That's right, billions with a B. These coins are as common as finding a sock without its pair in the laundry. In circulated condition, they're typically worth their face value, 1 cent. Even in pristine, uncirculated condition, they might fetch around 30 cents. So, while it's fun to imagine stumbling upon a $1 million penny, the reality for the 1998 no-mint mark penny is a bit more grounded. Now, don't let that dampen your coin-collecting spirit. There are indeed pennies out there that have fetched jaw-dropping sums at auctions. During World War II, most pennies were struck in steel to conserve copper. However, a few bronze planchets were mistakenly used, resulting in rare coins like the 1943 D bronze cent, which sold for an astounding $840,000. Another rarity from the same year, this coin fetched $504,000 due to its unique composition and scarcity. In 1944, pennies were supposed to revert to copper, but a few steel planchets from the previous year were accidentally used, creating this rare coin that sold for $373,750. These coins are valuable because of their unique errors and the historical context in which they were produced. They're the unicorns of the coin world, rare and highly sought after by collectors. Let me share a little story from my own coin collecting journey. A few years back, I became obsessed with finding a rare penny in my pocket change. Every evening, I'd pour out my day's coins and meticulously inspect each one, hoping to discover a hidden treasure. One day, I found a 1992 penny with a close AM error, a minor variation where the letters A and M in America are closer together than usual. My heart raced. While it wasn't worth millions, it did fetch a nice sum from a collector, and the thrill of the hunt was priceless. It just goes to show, with a keen eye and a bit of luck, you might find something special. So, while the 1998 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny isn't your ticket to a $2 million payday, the world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating stories and the potential for exciting discoveries. Keep checking that change. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to learn more about coins that could be worth more than their weight in gold, hit that subscribe button and join our community of coin enthusiasts. Share your own coin hunting stories in the comments below, and let's keep this numismatic adventure rolling. Alright, folks, picture this. You're digging through your pocket change, probably looking for enough to get a cup of coffee, because let's be real, coffee prices are out of control. And boom, you spot a 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. You think, just another penny, and toss it aside. But what if I told you that tiny copper coin could be worth a whopping $2.1 million? Yeah, you heard that right. Millions for a penny. Now, before you start tearing apart your couch cushions or raiding that old piggy bank, stick with me. In today's video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about this rare 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, why it's valuable, how to spot one, and most importantly, how to cash in big time if you find one. And trust me, I have a personal story about a coin find that might just inspire you to take a second look at your change jar. So let's dive in. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this little copper coin so valuable? Well, this all comes down to a minting mistake. Normally, pennies minted in 1980 should have a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But somehow, a small batch of pennies left the US Mint with no mint mark at all. And when I say somehow, I mean probably some poor mint worker having a rough Monday and forgetting to stamp the dies properly. Hey, we've all had those days, right? These error coins are crazy rare. Only a handful are known to exist. And because coin collectors love anything unusual, this little mishap turned an ordinary penny into a millionaire's dream. All right, so how do you know if you've got the golden ticket? I mean, the $1 million penny? Or rather, the lack of one. If your penny has a D or an S, sorry, no jackpot for you. Condition: this is a big one. If it's in mint state, meaning super shiny, no scratches, never seen the inside of a vending machine, then we're talking serious money. But even a circulated one could fetch a hefty price. Okay, let's talk numbers. The highest known auction price for a 1980 no mint mark penny? $2.1 million. That's enough to buy a dream house, a couple of Ferraris, and still have enough left over for a lifetime supply of tacos. But even if yours isn't in perfect condition, these pennies still sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking your change. A personal coin hunting story now. Let me tell you about the time I almost walked away from a valuable coin a few years back. I was at a flea market. You know, the kind where they sell everything from rusty tools to questionable antiques. I spotted this old jar of pennies at one guy's table, and he was selling the whole thing for $5. Something told me to buy it. Maybe it was my gut, maybe it was my love of snacks, and knowing $5 wouldn't even get me a decent burger these days. Either way, I grabbed the jar. Later that night, I'm sorting through the coins, and bam, I find a 1943 steel penny. Not quite a $2.1 million find, but still worth a few $100. Moral of the story? Always check your coins. You never know what treasure you might be holding. That 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be your ticket to becoming a millionaire. And let's be honest, wouldn't it be great to flex on your friends by saying, "Yeah, I got rich off a penny"? Check your pockets, your car's cup holders, and that junk drawer in your kitchen. If you find one of these rare pennies, you might just have a life-changing piece of copper in your hands. And hey, if you love learning about coins worth serious money, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I drop insider tips, rare coin finds, and coin collecting strategies that could help you turn pocket change into serious cash. Hit that like button, drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin, and I'll catch you in the next one. Imagine stumbling upon a humble penny only to discover it's worth a jaw-dropping $2.2 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1979 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. We'll explore its value, the myths surrounding it, and how you can turn your pocket change into a treasure trove. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. You know, growing up, I always thought pennies were just those pesky coins that made your wallet heavier. I remember my grandma had this massive jar filled with them. One rainy afternoon, out of sheer boredom, I decided to count them. Little did I know that mundane task would spark a lifelong fascination with coin collecting. And here we are today, unraveling the mysteries of one of the most talked about pennies in history. First things first, let's get to know our star coin. The 1979 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced over 6 billion pennies, with the Denver Mint contributing a significant chunk to that number. These pennies were primarily composed of 95% copper, giving them that rich, reddish-brown hue. The obverse features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. There's been buzz about a 1979 D penny fetching $2.2 million at auction. But before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's delve into the facts. For the majority of 1979 D pennies, their value remains at face value, just 1 cent. Even in uncirculated, mint-state conditions, these coins typically fetch around $8. So where did this $2.2 million figure come from? It's essential to understand that certain pennies have fetched high prices due to unique errors or rare characteristics. For instance, the 1943 bronze Lincoln penny sold for $1.7 million because it was mistakenly struck in bronze instead of steel during World War II. However, there's no documented evidence of a 1979 D penny selling for $2.2 million. This figure likely stems from misunderstandings or misrepresentations. While the 1979 D penny might not make you a millionaire, other pennies could be hiding in your collection, waiting to be discovered. Due to a minting error during World War II, some pennies were struck in copper instead of the intended steel, making them highly valuable. This penny features a doubling effect on the obverse side, significantly increasing its value. Familiarize yourself with key dates, mint marks, and common errors. A good magnifying glass and a reliable coin guidebook are invaluable. Engage with local coin clubs or online forums to share knowledge and experiences. Handle with care. Always hold coins by the edges to preserve their condition. Embarking on the journey of coin collecting is like stepping into a time machine, where each coin tells a unique story. While not every penny will make you rich, the thrill lies in the hunt and the history you uncover along the way. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to learn more about coins that could be worth a fortune, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts, and let's continue this treasure hunt together. Remember, the next time you find a penny on the ground, it might just be worth more than you think. Don't miss out on our upcoming videos, where we'll explore more coins worth money, share collecting strategies, and delve into the fascinating stories behind these tiny pieces of history. Subscribe now, and let's turn that pocket change into potential treasure. All right, folks, buckle up because today, we're diving into one of the most shocking discoveries in coin collecting history. You're digging through your spare change, maybe about to buy a cup of coffee, and you realize you've got a tiny copper coin that could make you a millionaire. Sounds crazy, right? Well, that's exactly what happened when a rare 1978 D Lincoln penny surfaced, valued at an eye-watering $2.3 million. Come on, a penny? Worth that much? But I'm here to tell you, yes, absolutely. And the best part? There might be more of them out there, just waiting to be found. So stick with me because I'm going to break down exactly what makes this penny so special, how you can spot one, and what you should do if you ever get lucky enough to find one. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to be checking your pocket change like a detective on a crime scene. Body 1. The 1978 D Lincoln penny. What's the big deal? All right, let's get into it. The 1978 D Lincoln penny is just your regular old penny, or at least that's what most people thought. There was a tiny, almost imperceptible minting error that made this coin one of the rarest finds ever. See, back in 1978, the Denver Mint cranked out millions of pennies. Nothing special, right? But due to a minting mix-up, a small batch was accidentally struck on a leftover bronze planchet from 1974 instead of the usual copper-plated zinc planchets used at the time. The result? A 1978 D penny with a completely different metal composition, and collectors are going absolutely nuts over it. Point 2. How do you know if you have one? Now, this is where things get exciting. Look for the little D under the date. If it's not there, sorry, not your lucky day. Wait. This is key. A normal 1978 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams, but the rare bronze version? 3.11 grams. If your scale shows anything near 3.11 g, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Since the rare version is mostly copper, it won't stick to a magnet. If your penny clings to it, unfortunately, it's just a regular coin. Now, let me tell you how this whole thing even came to light. A few years ago, a lucky collector, let's call him Bob, was sorting through his old childhood coin collection. Just a regular guy, not even a hardcore collector. He found this 1978 D penny, and instead of tossing it back into circulation, he got curious. So he took it to a coin shop, and the dealer almost fell out of his chair when he saw it. Long story short, after professional grading and authentication, Bob's humble little penny sold at auction for a mind-blowing $2.3 million. Imagine that. One penny changed his entire life. He's retired, living in Florida, sipping on pina coladas. All because of one lucky find. Point 4. Why are collectors willing to pay millions? So, why the insane price tag? Well, in coin collecting, rarity is king. The 1978 D bronze penny is so rare that only one has been confirmed. And when there's only one known to exist, the price skyrockets. Collectors will pay ridiculous amounts for unique errors. And this one checks all the boxes: accidental minting, historical significance, and extreme rarity. Check your pennies. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. And if you find a 1978 D that meets the criteria, get it checked by a professional immediately. It could literally change your life. And hey, if you love learning about coins that could make you rich, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I post videos every week on rare coins, hidden treasures, and strategies to make money from coin collecting. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Now go check your change jar. You might be sitting on a fortune. You're sifting through your loose change, perhaps looking for enough to grab that extra donut, and you stumble upon a 2014 Abraham Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Your heart skips a beat as you recall hearing whispers of such a coin fetching a whopping $2.4 million at auction. Could it be? Is this humble penny your ticket to early retirement and endless donuts? Well, before you start planning your luxury yacht purchase, let's dive into the world of the 2014 no mint mark Lincoln penny and uncover the truth behind its value. First things first, let's talk about the 2014 Lincoln penny itself. In 2014, the U.S. Mint produced billions, yes, billions of these pennies. Specifically, the Philadelphia Mint, which doesn't use a mint mark, churned out approximately 3,990,800,000 of these coins. So, if your 2014 penny lacks a mint mark, it's not an anomaly. It's just one of nearly 4 billion siblings. Now, before you toss that penny back into your change jar with a sigh, let's consider its condition. In the coin collecting world, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale, with MS mint state, grades indicating coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition. For the 2014 no mint mark penny, those in average circulated condition are typically worth their face value, 1 cent. However, if you happen to have a 2014 penny in uncirculated condition with a grade of MS65, it could be worth around 30 cents. Some sources even suggest that higher grade uncirculated coins might fetch up to $15. So where did this $2.4 million figure come from? It's likely a mix-up with other rare pennies that have fetched high prices at auctions. For instance, the 1943 copper wheat penny is a famous rarity, with only about 30 known to exist, and one reportedly sold for over $500,000. Another example is the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, of which only 5 are known to exist, with one selling for $3.7 million. These are exceptional cases involving coins with unique errors or extremely limited mintage, which significantly boost their value. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I found a 1955 penny with a peculiar doubling of the date and lettering. My excitement skyrocketed. I was convinced I had discovered the famous 1955 double-die penny, a coin known for its significant value due to a minting error. Dreams of paying off my student loans danced in my head. After sending it off for appraisal, I learned it was a common case of machine doubling, rendering it worth exactly 1 cent. It was a humbling experience, but a valuable lesson in the nuances of coin collecting. While finding a 2014 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth $2.4 million is, unfortunately, a numismatic fairy tale, it doesn't mean your pocket change is devoid of potential treasures. Rare coins do exist in circulation, and understanding what makes them valuable, be it mint errors, low mintage numbers, or historical significance, is key. If you're fascinated by the idea of turning pennies into fortunes, or at least a nice dinner, consider diving deeper into the world of coin collecting. Educate yourself on what to look for, and who knows, you might just find a hidden gem. Thanks for joining me on this coin caper. If you enjoyed this journey through the world of pennies and want to learn more about coins worth money, investing strategies, and perhaps hear more of my misadventures in collecting, hit that subscribe button. Share your own coin finds or questions in the comments below. I love hearing your stories. All right, folks, imagine this. You're digging through your pocket change, same old pennies, nickels, maybe a rogue dime, when suddenly, boom, you spot something that looks just a little bit different. Maybe the color seems off, the details look sharper, or heck, maybe it just feels lucky. You flip it over, check that little D mint mark under the date, and then hold onto your seat. You realize this tiny little Lincoln cent could be worth a life-changing $2.50 million. Yeah, I know. It sounds crazy. A penny worth millions? Most people toss them aside, thinking they're worthless. But today, I'm here to tell you about one specific 1993 D Lincoln penny that is now one of the most valuable coins in the world. We'll break down why it's worth so much, how to spot one, and most importantly, how you can check if you've got one hiding in your collection. And let me tell you, I've had my fair share of wild finds. I once thought I hit the jackpot when I found a rare-looking penny in my car's cup holder, only to realize it was just a piece of old chocolate that had melted into the shape of Lincoln's head. True story. But today, we're talking about a real million-dollar find. So grab your coin jars, and let's dive in. So, what makes this specific penny so valuable? After all, the 1993 D Lincoln penny was minted by the billions, literally. Over 6.4 billion were produced. That means finding one in your change isn't rare at all. But here's where it gets interesting. There is a one-of-a-kind error variety of this penny that was struck on the wrong planchet, meaning it wasn't supposed to be a regular copper-plated zinc penny. Instead, this ultra-rare version was accidentally struck on a bronze planchet, the same type used in pennies before 1982. This means it's heavier, has a slightly different color, and because of its unique metal composition, it became one of the most sought-after error coins in U.S. history. This penny was verified by experts and auctioned for a jaw-dropping $2.5 million. Imagine turning 1 cent into $2.5 million. That's like trading a gum wrapper for a Lamborghini. How can you tell if you have this rare penny? Okay, so how do you know if your 1993 D penny is the jackpot winner? A normal 1993 D penny weighs about 2.5 grams, but the rare bronze version is heavier, coming in at around 3.1 grams. If you've got a digital scale, weigh your penny. If it's heavier than normal, you might be onto something big. The bronze penny has a richer, reddish-brown tone, compared to the usual copper-plated zinc pennies that look a little more pale or even silvery in some cases. Since zinc has different magnetic properties than bronze, this test might help, but it's not foolproof. Still, a quick check never hurts. Now, this is for the true coin nerds, and I say that with love because I am one. A bronze penny makes a slightly different sound when dropped on a hard surface compared to a regular zinc penny. Try it. You'll hear a faint difference. If your 1993 D penny seems suspiciously heavy and has that reddish tone, get it checked by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can confirm whether you've got a retirement plan in your pocket. Now, let me tell you about a guy I know. Let's call him Mike. Mike is one of those people who always checks his change. His wife thought he was nuts because every time they left a store, he'd pull out his pennies and inspect them like a detective. One day, at a gas station, he got a 1993 D penny back in change. He looked at it, shrugged, and tossed it in his pocket. He's watching a coin video, probably just like this one, and he hears about the rare 1993 D bronze penny. His eyes go wide. He runs to his coin jar, digs through it like a madman, and guess what? He found one. Now, I wish I could say he cashed it in for $2.5 million, but unfortunately, it turned out to be a regular zinc version. Still, it got him hooked on checking his change. And hey, if one person found one, there could be another out there waiting for you. This one specific 1993 D Lincoln penny is worth $2.5 million because it was struck on a rare bronze planchet instead of the normal zinc. It's heavier, a little more reddish in color, and an absolute fortune if you find one. Have you checked your pennies yet? You might be sitting on a life-changing coin without even knowing it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe because I drop more coin hunting tips and tricks all the time. Who knows? The next video could help you find another rare coin worth a fortune. Hit that like button, leave a comment if you've got any cool finds, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, folks, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you actually looked at your pennies? I mean really looked. Not just glanced at them before tossing them in a jar, but actually inspected them. Because if you haven't, you could be walking around with $1 million coin in your pocket. That's right. A simple, unassuming 2008 Lincoln penny with no mint mark has sold for a jaw-dropping $1 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, what? A penny? A 2008 penny? Yep. We're not talking about some ancient, rare coin from the 1800s. We're talking about a coin that could still be floating around in your loose change right now. So, today, we're diving into what makes this penny worth so much, how to check if you have one, and of course, what you can do if you find one. Because trust me, you do not want to spend this bad boy at the vending machine. And stick around, because I've got a personal story about how I almost spent a valuable coin before realizing its worth. And let's just say, it still haunts me to this day. Alright, grab your magnifying glasses, dump out those coin jars, and let's get into it. What's the deal with the 2008 no mint mark penny? Now, before you start tearing apart your couch cushions looking for loose change, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. This 2008 penny looks like a normal Lincoln cent. It's got good ol' Abe Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Nothing crazy, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Most pennies are minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, and they have a little letter under the date to indicate where they were made, D for Denver. for San Francisco and nothing at all for Philadelphia. Normally, a no mint mark penny from 2008 wouldn't be anything special, but every once in a while, a minting error occurs that turns an everyday penny into a collector's dream. What makes this penny worth $1 million? This particular 2008 penny has a major minting error. It was accidentally struck on a bronze planchet instead of a zinc one, making it incredibly rare. And when I say rare, I mean only a handful are known to exist that a regular 2008 penny is worth exactly 1 cent. But because of this minting mistake, collectors are willing to pay big money. And I'm not talking about a few hundred or even a few thousand bucks. I'm talking 7 figures. One of these pennies sold at auction for a staggering $1 million. That's right, a tiny little copper-colored coin, worth less than a piece of gum, turned into a life-changing jackpot. All right, so now you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one of these bad boys? Good question. It has to be from 2008. No exceptions. Look for the missing mint mark. If there's a D or an S under the date, sorry to say, it's not the $1 million coin. A regular 2008 penny should weigh 2.5 grams, but the rare bronze error penny weighs about 3.1 grams. If yours is heavier, you might be onto something. If you find one that checks all the boxes, congratulations. You might have just hit the jackpot. But don't go spending it just yet. Get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Now, let me tell you a little story about why checking your change matters. A few years ago, I was at a gas station, grabbing a soda and some snacks. I paid in cash, like an old-school coin nerd, and got some pennies back. I remember looking at one and thinking, that one looks kinda different. But I was in a rush, so I tossed it in my pocket and forgot about it. Fast forward a few days later, I emptied my pockets and almost threw the penny into the take a penny, leave a penny tray. But something told me to take a closer look. Turns out, it was a rare error coin worth over $500. If I had left it behind, I would have basically tipped someone 500 bucks. And let me tell you, ever since that day, I've checked every single penny I come across. Check your change, people. You never know when you might be holding a small fortune in your hands. All right, so let's do a quick recap. There's a rare 2008 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that was accidentally struck on a bronze planchet. If you happen to find one, it could be worth up to $1 million. Go check your pennies. Dig through your piggy banks, check under your car seats, and raid those old coin jars. You never know what you might find. And hey, if you love learning about coins worth serious money, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got tons of tips on valuable coins, collecting strategies, and how to spot rare finds in your everyday change. Plus, if you ever find a crazy rare coin, I want to hear about it. Drop a comment below and let me know what treasures you've discovered. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny counts. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket worth over $1 million. Sounds like a plot twist in a treasure hunt movie, right? Well, today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1971 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that has sparked countless debates, dreams, and a fair share of myths. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. You know that feeling when you find a penny on the sidewalk and think, just a penny? What if I told you that some of those humble coins could be worth more than your car or even your house? The 1971 Lincoln penny, especially the one without a mint mark, has been the subject of many such tales. But how much of it is fact and how much is fiction? Let's uncover the truth. First things first, let's get to know our coin. The 1971 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The absence of a mint mark indicates it was produced in Philadelphia. In 1971, a whopping 1,919,490,000 pennies rolled out of the Philadelphia Mint. That's nearly 2 billion pennies. These pennies are composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing in at 3.11 grams. The obverse features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. All right, let's address the elephant in the room. There's a rumor floating around that a 1971 no mint mark penny sold for $1.1 million. As much as I'd love to tell you that's true, It's more fiction than fact. Most 1971 pennies, especially those in circulated condition, are worth their face value, just 1 cent. However, uncirculated coins or those with unique errors can fetch a premium. Silver rarest if you have a 1971 penny in uncirculated condition, meaning it hasn't been used in everyday transactions and remains pristine, it might be worth around $1. Proof coins, particularly those with the S mint mark, can be valued at approximately $18 in PR 67 RD condition. Now, here's where things get interesting. Some 1971 pennies exhibit a double die error where the design elements, including the date and inscriptions, appear doubled. These error coins are rare and can be worth significantly more. For instance, a 1971 no mint mark double die penny in uncirculated condition with an MS 65 RD grade can fetch around $500. The value of a coin heavily depends on its grade, a measure of its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better preservation. Factors like luster, eye appeal, and the presence of contact marks play a role in grading. For example, a 1971 penny with an MS 65 RD grade is described as having strong luster and eye appeal, with only a few light contact marks that are barely noticeable. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I stumbled upon a jar of old coins in my grandparents' attic. Among them was a shiny 1971 penny without a mint mark. My heart raced as I imagined retiring early, all thanks to this tiny copper treasure. After a deep dive into coin forums and a visit to a local coin shop, I learned it was worth, drumroll, please, 1 cent. But the experience ignited a passion for coin collecting and the stories behind each piece. Plus, I got a great tale out of it, and a reminder that not all that glitters is gold, or in this case, copper. That's so, what's the takeaway here? While the 1971 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny isn't your ticket to millionaire status, it serves as a fascinating glimpse into history and the intricate world of coin collecting. Before you toss that penny aside, take a closer look. It might not make you rich, but it could enrich your appreciation for the small wonders in our pockets. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to uncover more stories about coins that could be hiding valuable secrets, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's continue this treasure hunt together. Who knows? Your next penny might just be worth a pretty penny. All right, folks, buckle up because this is one of those stories that sounds too good to be true. But it is. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a plain old penny, and then realizing it's not just a penny. It's your golden ticket. It's your $1.20 million payday. Yep, you heard that right. A 2019 no mint mark Lincoln penny has been valued at over $1 million. That's right, a single cent worth more than a mansion, a fleet of sports cars, or enough pizza to last a lifetime. Now, before you go running to check your couch cushions, stick around, because today, we're breaking down what makes this penny so valuable, how you can spot one, and what it means for coin collectors like us. I've got a personal story that proves why you should always check your change. Because let's just say, I learned the hard way. So grab your magnifying glass, your lucky coin jar, and maybe even a cup of coffee, because we're diving deep into the $1 million Lincoln penny mystery. Okay, let's talk facts. This 2019 Lincoln penny looks like every other penny at first glance. But there's a big difference. Unlike most pennies from 2019, this one has no mint mark. Now, if you're new to coin collecting, you might be wondering, what's a mint mark, and why does it matter? A mint mark is that tiny letter under the date on a coin. It tells you where the coin was made, like P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco. But every now and then, a mistake happens. A mint forgets to stamp the mark, and boom, we've got ourselves a rarity. That's exactly what happened with this penny. Somehow, a small batch of 2019 pennies left the mint without a mark. And because this is such a rare error, collectors are willing to shell out big bucks to get their hands on one. How big? Well, the most recent verified auction sold one for $1.20 million. That's 120 million times its face value. Imagine walking into a bank, handing them $1, and getting back $120 million. Insane, right? How to spot this penny in your spare change now, before you start shaking every coin jar in your house like a slot machine. Let's talk how to find $1.no mint mark under the date. If you see a P, D, Or S, sorry, not your lucky day. Bright, new condition, most valuable pennies are in great shape. If it looks like it survived a garbage disposal, chances are it won't be worth as much. If you think you have one, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm. They'll verify its authenticity and give it a grade, which affects its value. The one that got away now, let me tell you why I triple check every penny I come across these days. A couple of years ago, I was at the grocery store, and the cashier handed me some change. I glanced at it, saw a shiny penny, and thought, that looks nice. But did I inspect it? Nope. I stuffed it in my pocket and went about my day. I'm at a local coin shop, and a guy walks in holding a penny in a plastic case. The shop owner takes one look and says, "Congratulations, my friend. You just found a no-mint mark 2019 Lincoln penny." My ears perked up. I pulled out my change, dug through my coins, and guess what? My shiny penny was gone. $1 million penny, probably handed over for a pack of gum. You better believe, from that day forward, I check every single penny I get. And so should you. So, what's the lesson here? Check your change. Check your car seats, your piggy bank, even that one drawer in your house where loose coins go to disappear. Because that little copper disc in your hand might just be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Get it authenticated, get it graded, and don't spend it on gum. Now, if you love learning about valuable coins and collecting strategies, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post weekly videos on coins worth serious money, collecting tips, and stories from the wild world of numismatics. And do me a favor, check your pockets right now. Who knows? You might be sitting on $1 million penny and not even know it. You're sifting through your pocket change, and amidst the nickels and dimes, you spot a 1969 D Lincoln penny. What if I told you that this humble coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million? Intrigued? Well, stick around, because today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1969 D Lincoln penny, exploring its history, what makes it valuable, and how you might just strike it rich with one of these in your collection. The 1969 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark beneath the date on the obverse side. In 1969, over 4 billion of these pennies were produced, making them quite common in circulation. They're composed primarily of copper, giving them that distinctive reddish-brown hue. Now, you might be wondering, if there are billions of these pennies, why is one worth $1.3 million? Great question. The astronomical value isn't due to the standard 1969 D penny, but rather a rare error known as the double die. This error occurs during the minting process when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, slightly offset, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the coin's features. For the 1969 D penny, the doubling is most prominent on the obverse side, affecting inscriptions like "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1969. This doubling isn't a result of wear or damage, but a genuine mint error, making it highly sought after by collectors. While tales of a 1969 D penny selling for $1.3 million have circulated, it's essential to approach such stories with caution. As of now, there isn't verifiable evidence of a 1969 D double die penny fetching that exact amount. However, these error coins have indeed sold for substantial sums. For instance, a 1969 D penny with a prominent double die error sold for over $2,000 at auction. The value of any coin, especially error coins, heavily depends on its condition, assessed through a process called grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better preservation. A 1969 D double die penny in mint state, MS, condition can fetch a higher price than one that's been circulated and shows signs of wear. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I became fascinated with coin collecting after hearing about these valuable pennies. One weekend, I decided to go through a jar of old coins that had been collecting dust in my attic. Armed with a magnifying glass and a lot of enthusiasm, I examined each penny, hoping to find that elusive double die. While I didn't stumble upon a fortune, I did find a 1969 D penny in excellent condition, which I later sold for a modest profit. The thrill of the hunt and the possibility of discovering a hidden gem made the experience unforgettable. If you're inspired to start your own coin hunt, here are some tips. Learn about different coin errors and what makes certain coins valuable. A good magnifying glass and a reference guide can be invaluable. Engage with fellow collectors online or in local clubs to share knowledge and experiences. The world of coin collecting is filled with history, intrigue, and the potential for unexpected treasures. While finding a 1969 deep double-die penny worth $1.3 million might be a long shot, the journey of discovery is rewarding in itself. So, next time you come across a penny, take a closer look. You never know what stories or value it might hold. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting and want to learn more about valuable coins and tips on how to spot them, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next to uncover a $1 million coin. You're sifting through a jar of old pennies, and suddenly, you stumble upon a 1960 D Lincoln cent. Could this humble coin be your ticket to a $1.4 million payday? Well, before you start planning your dream vacation, let's dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncover the truth behind this intriguing tale. We explore the hidden treasures lurking in your pocket change. Today, we're unraveling the mystery of the 1960 D Lincoln penny and its rumored $1 million value. Is it fact or just another urban legend? Stick around as we separate myth from reality, share some laughs, and maybe even inspire you to take a closer look at your loose change. First, let's get acquainted with our coin of interest. The 1960 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, hence the D Mint mark, and features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The reverse showcases two wheat stalks, a design that was used from 1909 to 1958. In 1959, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, so a 1960 penny would actually feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Now, onto the burning question. Can a 1960 D penny really be worth $1.4 million? The short answer is, unfortunately, no. While it's true that certain pennies have fetched astronomical sums at auctions, these are typically rare errors or coins with unique historical significance. For instance, the 1943 copper penny is a famous rarity. During World War II, most pennies were made from steel to conserve copper for the war effort. However, a few copper pennies were mistakenly minted and have since become highly sought after by collectors. One such penny sold for over $500,000. Another example is the 1909 SVDB penny. This coin bears the initials of its designer, Victor David Brenner, and was minted in limited quantities in San Francisco. Its scarcity has made it a prized possession among numismatists. So, where does that leave our 1960 D penny? While it's not worth millions, certain variations can still be valuable. The 1960 penny is known for having two different date sizes, a small date and a large date variety. Collectors often seek out this small date version, especially in uncirculated condition, which can fetch higher prices. However, even these typically range from a few dollars to a couple of hundred, depending on their condition. Let me share a quick story. A few years back, I was at a local flea market and came across a vendor selling old coins. Among them was a 1960 D penny labeled as a rare, small date variety for $50. Excited, I bought it on the spot. Later, I discovered it was actually a common large date penny worth about a cent. Lesson learned. Always do your homework before making a purchase. While the 1960 D penny might not make you an overnight millionaire, the world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating stories and the thrill of the hunt. Who knows? Your next find could be a hidden gem. So, keep checking your change, educate yourself on what to look for, and most importantly, have fun with it. That if you enjoyed this deep dive into coin lore and want to uncover more treasures hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's embark on this numismatic journey together. We turn pocket change into life-changing cash. Today, we're diving into a story that might just blow your mind. An ordinary-looking 1981 Lincoln penny that, under the right circumstances, could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.50 million. Yeah, you heard that right. $1.5 million for a penny. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hold up. I probably have a bunch of 1981 pennies lying around. And you might be right. But not all 1981 pennies are created equal. There's a specific one out there that collectors would sell their left kidney for. Okay, maybe not literally, but you get the idea. So, how do you know if you've got the golden ticket sitting in your coin jar? And why is this little copper coin commanding such an insane price? Stick around because I'm breaking it all down. Plus, I'll share a quick story about the time I almost spent a valuable penny on a vending machine snack. Spoiler alert, I still regret it. Alright, first things first. What's so special about the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Well, here's the deal. Most pennies from 1981 were struck with a small mint mark below the date, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But every now and then, the US Mint forgets to stamp that tiny letter on some coins. Now, this usually isn't a big deal, but in 1981, a small batch of no mint mark pennies slipped through the cracks, and these weren't just any pennies. They were struck with an unusual die variety that makes them incredibly rare. And when I say rare, I mean we're talking less than a handful known to exist. That's why, in today's market, one of these pennies in pristine condition could fetch over $1 million at auction. How to spot this penny in your change now, before you start digging through every couch cushion in your house. Let's talk about how to identify this potential jackpot. Flip the penny over and check below the date. If there's no small D or S there, you're on the right track. Make sure it's the exact year 1981, not 1980 or 1982. Higher value coins are usually in great condition, meaning minimal scratches and a strong, detailed strike. If your penny looks like it's been chewed on by a squirrel, it's probably not a jackpot that if you think you've got a match, do not spend it. Instead, get it checked out by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A verified 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny could change your life. Is it really worth $1.50 million? Now, here's the part that gets everyone excited. The most recent auction sales for a high-grade 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny have crossed six figures, with speculation that a top-tier example could easily hit the $1.5 million mark as collectors scramble to own this rarity. And let me tell you, collectors love a good rarity. When you combine a low survival rate with a historical minting error, it creates a perfect storm for massive price spikes. This is why knowing what to look for in your spare change can literally pay off, big time. Okay, let me tell you about the time I almost lost a valuable penny forever. A few years back, I was at a gas station, running late, and I grabbed a candy bar. The total was, like, $1.29, and I reached into my pocket to fish out some change. Now, I'm always checking my coins because, well, I'm obsessed. But that day, I was in a rush. I handed over a few pennies without thinking twice. Fast forward to that evening. I get home, dump out my change jar, and guess what? I realized I had an old rare wheat penny in my pocket that morning, and I had spent it. I kid you not. I drove back to that gas station, searched under the counter, even checked with the cashier, but it was gone. To this day, I have no idea if it was worth big money or just a regular old penny. And that, my friends, is why you always check your coins before spending them. Lesson learned the hard way. The 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny is insanely rare and could be worth over $1.5 million. Check your change carefully. You might have a hidden fortune in your pocket right now. Never, ever spend a coin without checking it first, or you might end up like me, haunted by the penny that got away. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could make you rich, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I drop new videos every week breaking down the best coin hunting strategies, crazy auction prices, and hidden treasures you can find in everyday pocket change. And hey, drop a comment below. Have you ever found a valuable coin before? Or do you have a one that got away story like mine? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep checking your change. Imagine finding a penny worth $1.6 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's dive into the world of the 1973 D Lincoln penny and separate fact from fiction. We're embarking on an adventure through the copper-coated realms of the 1973 D Lincoln penny. Grab your magnifying glasses and let's get coin crazy. First things first, let's talk about the 1973 D Lincoln penny. Back in '73, the Denver Mint struck over 3.5 billion of these little guys. That's right, billion with a B dot. With so many minted, you'd think they'd be as common as finding socks in the laundry. But here's where it gets interesting. In circulated condition, these pennies are mostly worth, well, a penny. Maybe 2 cents if you're counting the copper. But in uncirculated, mint state condition, they can fetch a bit more. For example, an MS 65 grade penny might get you around $19. Now, you might be wondering, what's this MS 65 mumbo jumbo? Great question. Coin grading is like judging a gymnastics routine. Every tiny flaw counts. MS stands for mint state, and the numbers range from 60 to 70. The higher the number, the closer the coin is to perfection. But let's address the elephant, or should I say, the penny in the room. What's this about a 1973 D penny worth $1.6 million? Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but there's no record of any 1973 D penny selling for that much. However, there are pennies from other years that have fetched hefty sums. Take the 1943 D bronze cent, for example. Due to a minting error, it sold for $840,000. But that's a whole different story. The-sun.com. So, what makes a 1973 D penny valuable? Errors, my friend. Not the kind you make texting your ex at 2 a.m., but minting errors. Let's explore a few. First up, the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the design elements. A 1973 double die penny can fetch anywhere from $25 to $100, depending on the prominence of the error. Rarest.org. Next, the off-center error. If the coin isn't properly aligned during striking, you get a lopsided design. The more off-center it is, the more it's worth, sometimes up to $70. Rarest.org. And let's not forget the raised edge error. This occurs when there's a high rim around the coin due to a tilted die. While common, exceptional examples can still be valuable. Rarest.org. Now, a personal story. A few years back, I was rummaging through my grandfather's old coin jar. Amidst the nickels and dimes, I found a peculiar penny with a misaligned strike. Turns out, it was an off-center error from 1973. I had it appraised, and while it wasn't worth millions, it fetched a cool $150 at auction. Not bad for a penny, right? So, what's the takeaway here? While your 1973 D penny might not make you a millionaire overnight, it's worth checking for those rare errors. You never know when you might strike, pun intended, gold. Ready to embark on your own coin hunting adventure? Subscribe to our channel for more tips, tricks, and tales from the world of numismatics. Who knows? Your next pocket find could be a hidden treasure. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that's worth a whopping $1.8 million. Sounds like a plot twist in a treasure hunt movie, right? Well, today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2017 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. You know that feeling when you find a penny on the ground and think, it's just a penny? What if I told you that very penny could be your ticket to millionaire status? Okay, maybe not every penny, but there's one out there that's causing quite a stir. Rumor has it that a 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny fetched a staggering $1.8 million at auction. But before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's unravel the truth behind this claim. First things first, let's get to know our penny. The D Mint Mark signifies that the coin was minted in Denver. In 2017, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies, making them quite common. So why all the hype about one particular penny being worth millions? In coin collecting or numismatics, if you want to impress at parties, rarity and condition are the dynamic duo that determine a coin's value. Coins with minting errors, low production numbers, or unique historical significance often become the rock stars of the coin world. To put things into perspective, let's time travel back to 1943. During World War II, copper was in high demand for the war effort, leading the U.S. Mint to produce pennies from zinc-coated steel. However, a few bronze planchets, that's fancy talk for coin blanks, sneaked into the presses, resulting in the rare 1943 bronze Lincoln penny. One of these elusive coins sold for a jaw-dropping $1.7 million in 2010. Back to our 2017 D penny. Despite the rumors, there's no verified record of any 2017 D penny selling for $1.8 million. In fact, these pennies are still in regular circulation and can be found jingling in your pocket change. So where did this myth originate? It's possible that a misinterpretation or an exaggerated claim led to this widespread misconception. Let me share a little story. A few years ago, I stumbled upon a shiny penny from 2017 with a D mint mark. My heart skipped a beat as I recalled the rumors of its million-dollar value. I envisioned early retirement, a yacht named Penny Lane, and endless tropical vacations. But after some research, reality set in. My penny was worth, well, a penny. It was a classic case of wishful thinking meets numismatic facts. While the dream of finding a million-dollar penny is enticing, it's essential to approach such claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. The true treasures in coin collecting lie in understanding the history, appreciating the artistry, and recognizing the genuine rarities. If you're intrigued by the world of valuable coins and want to learn more about spotting hidden gems in your spare change, hit that subscribe button, join our community of coin aficionados, and let's uncover the fascinating stories etched into every coin together. Who knows? With the right knowledge, you might just find a treasure that's truly priceless.